Okay, I'm now making a tape. It was in the fall of the year, and it was raining, and the mud was there, and the trenches, slit trenches were all muddy up. And then we went from there, we went up to a place called Peira Cava. And there was a big French barracks up there that we went into, and then we went out on a patrol one night. I was in that patrol, and we were going to go blow some French cannons up. We could see them way on top of a mountain up there, and looked like there was a big viaduct at the bottom of the hill that we were going to go down on. So we went down there, and my platoon sergeant, when we got down there, he took 3 guys with him, and he said he's going to go up to the other end of this viaduct, which is probably 300-400 feet long, and he says, we'll make sure it's all clear. So the rest of us guys were laying down on the ground right there, and Castonguay went up there. It wasn't long and we heard explosions up there. We said, what the heck is that? And pretty soon Castonguay, he come down there, he hollered for me, and he said, there's guys laying in the minefield up there. So we ran up there, and there, sure enough, the 3 guys were in the minefield. And one guy, he was able to crawl out of there. The other 2 guys were hurt so bad they couldn't. One guy's name was Bagan. He weighed about 240 pounds. And the other guy's name was Shumaker. He was just a little bit heavier than I was. We got there, and I don't know why I did it, but I crawled into that minefield, and I got a hold of Bagan, and I put him on top of me, and I backed out. I got him up to where the other guys were, and then I went back in and got Shumaker out there, but he was busted up so bad, he must have stepped right on the darn mine, and it went off. And he was just begging us to shoot him, but nobody would do that. And we got over to where the rest of the guys were at the bottom of the big mountain that we came down on, and Bagan was gone. They took him up over the hill, and Shumaker was laying there, and we see it wasn't too long and that he was dying, and he died. The lieutenant wanted to go right away. I said, well, just wait a minute there. Let's see what happens here. Maybe we won't be able to go. So we waited there till almost daylight, and then we went up on the hill back to where we started from, and I got to where the rest of the platoon was, and then we all formed up and marched back to these French barracks that we were staying in. In the afternoon, I woke up. I slept all that time, and my platoon sergeant came over with a couple of guys, and he says, you're up for a medal. I didn't know what the heck. I didn't do anything to get a medal. And so we stayed there for a few days more, and then they called us down. Our F company took Sospel,